Welcome to the New Haitian Generation. My name is Mecca Grimo Marsland. I'm your host, and we're at Painting with the Purpose, and one of the instructional artists is Eda Arts. Dorothy, founder of Eda Arts. Dorothy, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm doing fabulous. It was an honor.
Yes.
It was an honor to have you.
Thank you for having me.
You know, usually we do the interviews before we talk about what's gonna happen,
Right.
but let's talk about what did happen.
Yes.
We're at Painting with the Purpose with the twist of community and culture. And this was beautiful because this was done during Haitian Heritage Month. Right. Not saying that this can only be done during Haitian Heritage Month, but during Haitian Heritage Month, we accentuate our culture even more, times 20, times 100. And so we just had a painting workshop. Can you explain a little bit more of what you did here today?
Yes, so once again, my name is Dorothy. I'm the founder of Eda Arts, LLC. And basically we came in and we brought purpose to painting, and we also brought purpose to our culture. So I just came in and I did kind of like an 1.5-hour session where I taught everyone, amateurs and beginners, how to paint this beautiful painting right here. Very easy, simple steps. I taught them step by step how to paint throughout this whole thing, gave them all the supplies. All the supplies were provided, and they were able to take this beautiful painting home and place it in their home and to admire it. And it's also, the process also gave a sense of peace. I noticed a lot of the audience or the clients that were here, they were very happy. They seemed very calm.
Yes.
And they were all saying that this is actually healing them and making them kind of forget about stressors. So I thought that was pretty cool.
I thought that was very cool. Also, I'm glad you talked about the therapeutic process of this, because I think that is very necessary, even while we're learning how to paint, and this is entertainment for some, that is also therapeutic, like you were saying. And that's another reason why I selected you, because I know that you come from a background where you use art as therapy in a therapeutic form. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yes, so I noticed that painting was a stress reliever for me in college. So I would just create or doodle on the side when I was getting frustrated, and it would kind of rearrange my mind to kind of focus on the artwork and just kind of not think about everything that's going on. So I realized that it was kind of healing. So I wanted to do the same thing and teach others how it heals you as you're painting. It's literally a healing process and a mental therapy process. And then I realized there's something called art therapy. So I'm not a clinical art therapist, but I wanted to give everyone a piece of what painting does for you, and a piece of what healing can also be, just for something that's affordable, painting something.
Yes, yes. C'est haïtien, right?
Oui, haïtien.
All right, for sure, for sure. Do you work in the Haitian community a lot?
Yes, I try to work in the Haitian community as much as I can. Bilingual. Currently, I'm a teacher for middle school, and as a teacher, there's a lot of newer students who come in from Haiti, and I like to make sure that I translate for them and teach them in our language, Creole, and then have them to understand so that they could be better prepared for the American.
Beautiful, beautiful. I have a few organizations, and they all have like some type of deep meaning, like the names that I come up and their purpose and their mission. Jimsak Eda Arts. What is Eda Arts?
So Eda Arts, I came up with it because Eda is my grandmother, and she loves art. She loved art. She loved seeing art, and that was one of the things. She's a very strong woman, and I felt like this business of healing through arts is something that she would stand for. Currently she has glaucoma, so she's not able to see the beautiful art that I create, but I wanted to make this business in her honor, just to kind of commemorate the beauty of art and being the luxury of being able to see your own art and being able to see the different colors. So just the luxury of seeing and healing through arts.
Well, I tell you, without her being able to physically see, I know that she can spiritually and mentally see and feel your energy.
Yes.
And that's very honorable that, you know, you named like something, you know, your organization after your grandmother's organization. Take me through a step-by-step on how you would actually teach a class, especially as, you know, I understand like the one-on-one and somebody's following along. How do you handle a class of 20?
Okay, I've actually done classes of 100 before.
Wow. Okay.
Yes. I've done a class of 100 before with Flav. Yeah, so when we were saying if I do other art thingies, paint sips for communities,
Right.
I've done an art event with Flav, and they had like a Dr. Love live Flav, and it was like
Yeah.
over 50, over probably 100 people there.
Wow.
And the first thing when it's that big, or even when it's small, is I usually like to do kind of like something that's therapeutic, or something that helps you forget that you're in the process of painting. So just kind of rolling your shoulders back and breathing in and breathing out before the painting session, just so that it feels like a therapeutic session. Yeah, just like that.
I'm feeling it right now.
Yes. So I do that, and that's just to help it so that you could realize that, just so that you could let go of all of the stressors of the world. So when you come in and you start painting, you can actually start. Then afterwards, I talk about what the painting is going to be. Sometimes I have the example, sometimes I don't.
I was going to ask you that.
Yeah.
So if you could just kind of like stop right there. How do you know what you're going to do with them? When you say sometimes are you spontaneous with it as well?
With the type of painting, no. I usually find the painting that I want to teach them before coming in, just to see, just based on the theme of what the night or what the event is.
Okay.
But yeah, I start off with the supplies, ask if they have other supplies, paintbrushes, make sure that everyone has supplies, so that when I get up there, I'm not interrupted,
Right.
with, oh, I need this, I need that.
Right.
And then afterwards, I start start with the background, and then the details afterwards, and then, yeah,
Wow.
step by step, yeah.
Wow. And you say you're a teacher as well.
Yes, I'm an educator.
Okay. So you're an educator, but you don't teach art in the school system.
No, I do
necessarily.
not yet.
I know
not
you're
yet.
striving to be that, because you can't be
Yeah,
you're such a
I would
fabulous
like to do it,
artist.
yeah.
And then do this. I know you said you've done like 100 people at a time.
Yes.
So is that? Oh, you told me it was like a Dr. Love.
Yeah, it was for Dr. Love. They have like this live, Dr. Love
Right.
live on Instagram.
Right.
And they built a lot of audience, so they wanted to do an in-person event, and that was what it was. It was like a paint and sip, and it was like everyone from Florida that came down. Yeah.
Got you. Again, I was going to ask you, how do you know what to paint?
How do I know what to paint? It just depends. Sometimes if it's based off of theme, like, okay, I know that it's Mother's Day and it's also Haitian Flag Day next week.
Right.
So I combined them two, and I was able to put this painting together. A lot of times I get inspiration from other social media platforms. What I like to do is kind of just put a bunch of ideas in one and create something. That's how I create my artwork, and that's also how I create my the art that I have. All the art that I produce, I created by just getting inspiration from different things. It could be the beach, outside, social media, and then I just put them into one, just so that it could be an original piece for me.
Let me ask you, how did you even get involved? Did you have any formal training? How did you ever get involved in doing what you're doing right now?
So I didn't have a professional training from it, but I've been painting and creating since I was younger, and that's what I've been using as examples on what to do. So I've been able to I've been painting since I was a little kid. I remember I realized I had the talent when I was in 3rd grade. There was a science experiment. I like science, so that's why I'm a science teacher.
Oh, so you're a science teacher?
Yes, I'm a science teacher. I
was gonna
love
ask you that,
science.
okay.
It's so much art in it. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
a lot of art. The
I was gonna say,
anatomy.
if you're not an art teacher,
You gotta be a science teacher, because
Gotcha.
it's so much art. The anatomy is so nice. So my art teacher told me to create something, and I decided to create an anatomy, like a full body. So a full body skeleton. So I drew it, but she didn't want us to draw it. She just wanted us to do. So I drew a life-size skeleton in 3rd grade.
Wow.
And my parents was like, okay. And my teacher was like, this is amazing. Like, are you an artist? And I think from there, I realized that I was more creative than others.
3rd grade.
Yes, 3rd grade. And then my teacher poured into me, and then I kept going to art classes, and I would always be like the top artist. So I just kind of kept pouring into it and doing it more.
You just said something that's very important, because I know we have a lot of youth that has talent, not just in the arts, whether they are doctors, lawyers. How important is it for not just parents, but like you say, your teacher poured into you? How important is it for the older generation to pour into the younger generation?
Yeah, that's super important. I feel like if I had more of an older generation to be like, yeah, you should definitely tap into the art world, I feel like I would be in a different space right now where I can reach out to more people. I would have a bigger audience to be able to share the word of healing through arts. I started in college. That's when I realized that this is something
Seriously?
that I could, yes.
Okay.
In college, I created a club that was called painting for healing.
Okay.
And we did it for midterms. So I would create paint and sips, or not sips, but just painting classes during midterms, healing painting, and then the students would come and stress relieve and then go back and study, and they would love it. And that's when I took it seriously. But because I had my teacher, I had my peers, my colleagues that was able to be like, you're really good.
Right.
My friends who were able to really support me, that's why I was able to really pour into myself and then pour into others.
So you're telling me from 3rd grade to college,
Yes.
all that time, but in college is when you realized in 3rd grade, but college is when you really took it seriously and put it under your belt.
3rd grade is when I said, Ada Arts is gonna start. We're gonna do this thing. Shout out to my now fiance who really was like, hey, you could do this. Yeah, he was like, you could do this.
Support system is very important.
Yes, support system
Yeah.
so important.
So important.
If you don't have the support system, it's harder for you to really believe in yourself and to take that leap of faith. And that was the leap of faith that I needed in college.
Ladies and gentlemen, New Haitian Generation, we are with Eda Arts right now. We just had a painting with a purpose, with a twist of culture and community. And you know, we're at the Little Haiti Cultural Center. They have Zaka Fest that's outside.
Yes, a whole lot.
You know, there's a festival going outside, and I wanted to do this not just isolated because people would just be coming to this. I wanted to do this in a place where there was activity going on and movement going on, culture thriving at the Little Haiti Cultural Arts Center. We're right here in Little Haiti right now, so what better place than to have a painting with a purpose with a Haitian lady, Haitian artist, I don't know how you say that, you know what I'm saying? You know, one of our very own to teach.
Yeah.
How did you see the reactions and the faces of the people that were painting when they came up with their final pieces? Some said they never painted before.
Yes. So there was this one individual who said she's never touched a paintbrush before. And she was like, is this for beginners? And I was like, it's for anybody. You don't have to be a professional. And she came in there, she did amazing. Wow. And she was even shocked. Afterwards, she was like, oh my gosh. If you noticed, it was like, ça bon, oui. So they were talking about where they're going to put it. So they were very excited. I think anyone could do it. And the fact that anyone could do it makes it so much fun. Right. That you can do it, yeah.
Dorothy, Eda Arts, I want to thank you for coming out and participating in Painting with a Purpose. You're watching the New Haitian Generation, and we'll be back right after this break.